4 years go by pretty quick. I remember the first time we sat right here in this room, Zach's dad and him was sitting here wondering if he was going to send his kid to Central Catholic or Jesuit or somewhere. I can't remember exactly what schools it was, but he sat here and we talked for about 45 minutes, and as you know, he wanted to come to Park Road. It's been a blessing ever since. Kid worked so hard in the weight room, off-season training, take care of business in the classroom. This is what we want all our athletes to be. Zach is an example of what other kids should thrive for. He's just done a great job for us on the football field. First team all conference his junior year. Last year was a little bit of injuries that affected his play, but he still was a leader. He's been a leader for 4 years. And I've had a great time with him and his family. Mom's cooking all the time, doing all the good things. Dad's involved, booster clubs and everything. Just a great family, great kid, and I'm glad for him to have him.
Again, first, congratulations to Zach and Heather and Brent. It's a great step for Zach, something I know they were headed towards and wanted as part of our program. And it's been a privilege working with the family, working with Zach. As both Paul and Tim said, Zach exemplifies, when we want kids participating in our programs, we're looking at student athletes, not just athletes, but kids that are leaders, not just out there on the athletic field, but in the classroom, in the hallways, someone that's going out and working hard and setting an example and setting the bar for the rest of the kids. And the numerous times out there on the sidelines, when Zach would come off, just like a lot of our kids, injured in some way, shape, or form, and there was never a question of going back in. It's just take me up and send me back. I need to go compete for the team, and so it's that's all an AD, a coach, a high school and athletic program could wish for. That I've seen in Zach and many of our kids is just the motivation to always do your best. Park Rose presents challenges in many ways. We go up against tough teams. We're in a tough conference, so you don't get to sit back and just bring anything less than your best. And that's the number one thing that comes to mind. But I think of Zach, it's whether it's practice, whether it's competition, win or lose, his best effort is left out there on the field. And anytime you can walk away from that, it's not about the score, it's how he represents Park Rose, himself, his family, and our community. And we've seen the benefits of that, not just Zach, but for a lot of our kids, stepping up to the plate and just showing that Park Rose is about pride. It's about work ethic, working hard, and it's not always about the wins. It's the turnouts we've seen in football games over the last 4 years. It's fun. It's fun to go to a Friday night football game and the stands are packed. The crowds are cheering for our kids. The sidelines, our sidelines of our players on the field. We've gone through years where kids were throwing helmets, kids were getting upset, kids were quitting, and we saw a huge change in that. And I think part of that is the leadership of our Zach, Thomas Lott, many of our other captains, Jerry. So again, I do want to thank you, Zach, and congratulate you, and special thanks to Heather and Brent for everything you guys do for our program.
It's not an individual effort, it's a group effort, and there's a lot of people that are responsible for the opportunities that Zach has had in his life, and we thank you. We want to thank the coaches who have lived out this mission for the 4 years we've been here, for our principal and superintendent, for our family and our grandparents being here, and his grandmother from North Carolina here on Skype. She actually flew in every year to watch games, and that kind of support makes a difference. At every home game at Park Rose for the last 4 years, there's been at least 20 to 30 members of our church community that have been faithfully supporting the Park Rose Broncos, and that makes a difference. Zach's teammates, and some of you seniors I want to mention by name, DeAndre, Marquise, and Thomas, and Jerry, and there may be some others here, and I know there's a number of underclassmen. His brother and his sister have been a big support. Dr. Gray mentioned that I was busy concentrating with this little video camera up in the stands, and the reason she said it like she did, concentrating, is because I blew her off a couple of times when I was trying to get DeAndre Curry running back a touchdown return at Roosevelt, not at Roosevelt, but at Jefferson, in that championship match that we got into. So, you know, it's been important to me to follow all of Zach's teammates, and I'm still going to be in the stands with this, and you have access to video of your own highlights if you want it. Especially you underclassmen, realize that sometimes you got to create opportunities in this world for yourself, okay? They don't just fall in your lap. And that means, number one, you got to be willing to work hard. I've never met an Abney in my life that was successful without hard work. You just have to work hard in order to get there. And that means doing things in the off season and during the season to put yourself in that position. And you got to work hard in the classroom as well, because unless you're just a phenomenal physical specimen, it's going to come down to your grades that will determine the opportunities you get. And even if you are phenomenally gifted physically, it's still going to come down to your grades. It's not just the tape that's going to work for you. Please commit to working hard. Please commit to being part of something that's bigger than yourself. Add to the community in every positive way that you can, and you'll find that success. And again, just thank you for everyone that's been a part of it, for our family and for our son. We realize that none of it would be possible without you, and we hold you in the highest regard. And especially you teammates, you've got a special place in our heart. We love you all. Those underclassmen, you are welcome in the Abney home at any time. And you will always be welcomed as we cheer on our Broncos.
All day and talk about his accomplishment and how he is character, how he is as a person. But I think I can just sum it all up by saying, Zach, I'm very, very proud of you. And, on behalf of, everybody here and our brothers in the community, thank you. And the Abney family, thank you very, very much for your contributions, for all 4 years. And I'm sure this is not going to be the last time that we hear of Zach Abney, doing things in the community or whatever the case may be. You have a promising future, and we look forward to, seeing where that takes you. But I want to give you an opportunity to kind of say a few words before you actually sign, talk about your college that you're going to be attending, adorning your hat, and go ahead and sign your papers.
I'm not going to stand up because I'm comfortable. But I'm going to Harding University in Southeastern Christian College in Searcy, Arkansas. I went down there this summer and got a chance to take some classes down there, meet some professors, and really get to enjoy the campus life a little bit. So I loved it down there, and it's the perfect place, I think, for me. Part of the reason that I'm so glad I got this opportunity today to have this is because I wanted to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for being in the stands, people that cheered. Thank you for being supporters. Thank you for teaching, teachers. Thank you for leading, superintendent, and principal, anyone in the community. Thank you to my teammates. Thank you to John right there, John Charles, who helped me become the quarterback I am. Wouldn't be anywhere without him today. My coaches, anyone in the community that stood up for Park. So thank you all, and this is happening because of you guys, so I appreciate it.
To all the underclassmen and everybody else that's here is that it's not the fact that Zach is going to school to play football. It's the fact that he's going to school to get his education first. And that's the most important thing, and that's one of the things that we're most proud of. So it does have to be about being a student first and then becoming an athlete second. And Zach has embodied that, and that's why we're here signing these papers today. So without any further ado, Mr. Zach Abney, go ahead and sign your letter of intent to Harding University. I like signing the life away.